Hello everyone, I'm Diego and I'm one out of 3 triplet flames who are rainbow star people, and welcome to this YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. Today we're going to talk about how to care for the inner child. So this shirt says, how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. And it is so true. When you take care of your inner child, you are practicing self-love. That's why taking care of your inner child is so important. So one way that you can care for your inner child is by doing things that you enjoyed doing as a child, infant, baby, toddler, or adolescent. So think about something that you enjoyed doing as a child and then do it. For instance, I loved playing piano as a child, and I still play piano as an accompanist, and that's part of the work that I do now. But not only is it work, it's also fun and I enjoy it. Something I also do, which I used to do as a child, is I play the euphonium in a community band. So playing euphonium in the community band is really fun and I'm really enjoying it. So something else that you can do to take care of your inner child is by telling your inner child things that make you feel like you are nurtured and supported, that make you feel like you are loved, telling yourself things that make you feel happy and warm inside. Let me give you an example. So think about a time as a child that you felt insecure about something, or where you felt like your parents didn't parent you in the way that you wish you had been parented. So the example I'm thinking of right now is my mom's ex-boyfriend, when I was crying, told me that I'm not allowed to cry because I'm a boy. Boys aren't allowed to cry. Men aren't allowed to cry, right? This whole societal thing that men aren't allowed to cry. I can't stand that, to be honest. It is so harmful to people's mental health to be told that they're not allowed to cry, right? When my mom's ex-boyfriend told me that I wasn't allowed to cry, my grandma scolded him and was like, of course he's allowed to cry. Good for grandma. I love my grandma. Anyways, so something that I do to care for my inner child at that moment in time was I tell myself it's okay to feel how you feel. I remember feeling very insecure about showing my emotions in front of other people after that happened. So something I tell myself now is it's okay to show your emotions in front of other people, and it's okay to cry in front of other people. It's okay to feel how you feel, and there's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's okay to cry, you know, and it's okay to be a boy or be a man and cry. It's okay. You can be a man and cry, and that is okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. It is okay to express how you feel. There's also nothing wrong with feeling joy, disgust, anger, envy, ennui, embarrassment, and anxiety. There's nothing wrong with feeling any of those feelings. It's okay to feel how you feel, and there's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel. And sometimes you can't control how you feel. For instance, if doing a certain thing causes you to feel disgust, it's okay to feel that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's okay, right? So my point is that it's okay to feel how you feel. And your feelings are valid. So that's what I tell myself. That's what I tell my inner child in order to take care of my inner child. I remember as a toddler, and this is me taking care of my inner toddler, I remember my mom and dad separated from each other when I was a toddler, and I felt like I didn't have my dad around me enough to feel like he was a reliable source of stability, right? So what I tell my inner child is, you are safe. I tell this to my inner toddler. You are safe. You are loved. And I am here for you no matter what, right? Telling your own inner toddler that you are there for them no matter what is an act of self-love, because saying to someone, I am here for you, is another way of saying, I love you, right? So being there for your own inner toddler is so important. Same thing goes with being there for your inner infant and your inner baby. I remember as an infant, I used to cry a lot. I used to cry constantly. And my mom was there for me no matter what. She was always there for me when I was crying. So me also telling myself as an infant, it's okay to cry and I am here for you. That is so big, so important to do, because that is part of that self-love journey, right? So now we're gonna go on to the inner adolescent. So now think of something that you felt insecure about as an adolescent. I recently watched Inside Out 2 in the movie theaters, and one of the things that Riley felt as a 13-year-old was that she was not good enough. She would tell herself, I'm not good enough. And it was because of her anxiety. Her anxiety was causing her to feel not good enough. It is such a common feeling for adolescents to feel. And I bet so many people have that limiting belief of I'm not good enough. It's so common. And when you tell yourself these things, this can help you to alleviate this feeling of I'm not good enough. So it's actually a limiting belief, really, to be honest. So something you can tell yourself is, I don't have to be perfect to be good enough. It's okay not to do a perfect job at everything. And I am good enough, even if I am not perfect. These are things that you can tell yourself over and over and over again so that you can feel like you have a sense of stability in your life. Something that I was insecure about as an adolescent was I used to have a really big crush on this girl in, I think it was middle school and also high school. And she didn't reciprocate the feelings that I had for her. And I remember feeling so upset about it. And something that I have come to realize now as an adult is it's okay when someone doesn't reciprocate your feelings. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. And it's usually because there's someone who's going to be an even better match that's going to enter my life. So when someone doesn't reciprocate your feelings, there's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, it means that you're going to find someone who's an even better match than that person, right? So that's how I like to think about it. That's what I tell my inner adolescent. Whenever I feel like someone doesn't reciprocate my feelings, I tell myself, oh, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to find someone who's an even better match. That's what I think, and it really helps me feel better about it. So think about something that you felt insecure about as an adolescent, and then find a way to practice self-love by saying kind things to yourself about how you felt as an adolescent. Another thing that you can do, this is something that I personally went through. You may not have gone through this, but it's okay. If you receive some kind of mental health diagnosis, usually there's a lot of shame surrounding that and a lot of insecurity surrounding that. I remember when I was an adolescent, I was diagnosed with a mental health diagnosis when I was 17 years old. And I remember feeling so much self-hatred surrounding that diagnosis. And it was because I felt like there was something fundamentally wrong with me. I was like, there's something wrong with me. And I feel like, that's what I was thinking. Like, there's something wrong with me. And I feel really insecure about this. I remember feeling that way. I know also as an adolescent, when I was 17, I was experiencing a lot of hallucinations and delusions every single day. Especially, I would experience it right before I would go to sleep, and it would cause me to have insomnia, which was causing the whole situation to be even worse. So now the things that I tell myself to my inner adolescent as an adult, I tell myself, there's nothing wrong with me. It's okay to have a mental health diagnosis. It's okay to have mental health challenges and go through mental health difficulties. It's okay to feel scared. That is normal, and it's okay to feel that way sometimes. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. I tell myself all of these things, and telling myself these things are the ways that I nurture my inner adolescent. Now you can find your own ways of nurturing your own inner adolescent. Adapt this inner child work to your own needs and your own experiences so that you can help yourself by doing the inner child work. Also, don't forget to do things that you enjoyed doing as a child, because that's also important to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this inspires you to practice some inner child work. Peace out, much love, and we all be free.